everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Alexis and I am a cloud engineer in the finance tech industry. I know I have not posted any content for a while now. I apologize. A lot of things have been going on in my life, but hopefully I'm back now and I'll be able to create some more content to post for you all. So I wanted to talk to you guys about like my life update, what's been going on with me. So I graduated from college officially like over a year ago, and I've been working in corporate full-time for about a year and 3 months now. I've learned so much. Like, there's so many changes that have happened for me. I recently just moved to a different team where I will actually be working in AWS, creating microservices from scratch. So I'm super excited about that. I got AWS certified for the 3rd time, and I've just learned like a lot about life and thinking about moving to different companies and all these different things. So I want to talk about it today. So the first thing I want to talk about is how your first job may not be what you want it to be in, but don't take it to heart, because you can end up transitioning to what you want to be in, because I'm a testament of that. My first team, it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be in. I really wanted to work on products in AWS, but the team that I was picked to be on was using private cloud owned by my company. So it was fine. I did learn a lot of things, and I don't take that for granted, because if I didn't do what I did on my old team, I wouldn't have been able to interview and do what I'm doing now for my new team. So even though I wanted to get in AWS as soon as I graduated from college, I didn't. But now I am. So don't get too pressed about being in FANG, trying to get into your dream job immediately out of college or immediately out of boot camp or anything. Just get experience first. My first job, I had experience. I learned so many things so that I can transfer those skills and interview well to get where I wanted to really be. So many people are so worked up about, oh, like I had to work for a FANG, I had to do this, I had to do that. Like, honestly, I've never really heard anyone that worked at a FANG talk about like their actual work-life balance, what they're doing, how they feel about it. I only see stuff about perks like free food and like the offices and stuff like that. I wouldn't be too pressed about those type of things. Like, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as you're getting money. Yes, those companies may pay more, but I feel like personally you probably have to work harder for that stuff. I like having a medium work to life balance where I'm not working all the time, where I can take vacations and be more freeing and stuff like that. This next thing is for people trying to get AWS certified. Don't get too worked up about like, oh my gosh, like AWS is taking over, Azure is taking over, all these cloud practices are taking over stuff, and I'm not certified. Like, is it too late for me? It is not too late for you. Like, there are people in my company right now, in my department, I have way more certifications than them. They've never touched AWS before. Like, there are so many people who are still learning. Companies are still trying to migrate to AWS and other cloud platforms. So do not stress about like, I have to get this certification ASAP. Like, it doesn't make me look good. Take your time. You know, there's people out here who don't have it and they're doing the job that I'm doing. I have 3 now, and I'm working with people who have none. So it's okay. Like, you're learning. There's a lot of companies that pay for it. Like, when I got my 3rd certification, my company paid for my A Cloud Guru account. I paid for my own Udemy things. They paid for my test, and my test was $300. So I personally wouldn't go too hard about getting all these certifications unless my company was paying for it. Maybe get one out your pocket, like the cheaper ones that's like $100, like the cloud practitioner, I think. But the rest of them are super expensive. Why? You know, you could do that on the company's tab if they provide those type of programs at your job. To bounce back to talk about how the company paid for my certification, I actually took the AWS security specialty, and let me tell you guys, that certification was super hard for me. I know a lot of people on here make YouTube videos about how easy it was and all that stuff. That's why I make these videos, to be the first to admit to you, this thing was hard for me. So if I could pass, I know you could pass it. I felt even more uneasy about the test because I felt like the training material that's out there didn't really help me prepare, because AWS has changed a lot of stuff. You know, AWS frequently changing stuff, which is why I disclaim on videos. Make sure you're checking with AWS website to make sure you're up to date with what they have, because they're always changing price and they're always changing services. They're adding new services, all these things. And the training material that are third party things like Udemy and A Cloud Guru and all those things weren't completely updated to fit what I needed for that certification. So I ended up having to study for it just using AWS white pages. Thankfully I passed. Like I said, I'll make a more in-depth video about that soon. To wrap up the video, I just wanted to give you some advice, because I know like sometimes people are super uneasy about like what they want to do when it comes to certifications. How do they get in? What should they be doing? Like, just focus on one, maybe, you know, let a company pay for it. If you're in tech, there's always ways to pivot by networking, by staying at that job for a little bit while you gain experience, and then like after a year you're able to move to a different place like I did or something like that. So take it easy. I'll be back with another video soon, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any content that you want me to talk about or any questions, please let me know.